What's going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a good Sunday, and I hope everybody's staying safe during this whole COVID outbreak. And I know that everyone is now, hopefully, people are getting their shots and everything. So, guys, today I hope you guys are enjoyed my video for 24 season 7. And today I'm actually going to be reviewing a horror film that I actually don't think gets a lot of praise, or that not too many people know about, despite having a lot of reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, or and quite having kind of an audience behind it, but I don't think it's out there enough. And that movie is One Cut of the Dead. This movie came out in 2017, and it was basically the next big comedy for zombies since Shaun of the Dead, which if you guys haven't seen that, it's pretty funny, and it's a pretty good movie there. Let me putting that right there. So this movie is basically about a film crew um, who is making a zombie film, a very short zombie film for just a project that they're working on, and you can tell they're kind of being funny with it, as well as you can tell there's some acting in it, and like you can tell they're not being too serious. It's not taking itself too seriously, and quite frankly, when about 40 minutes into this movie, the film itself had ended, and I was like, what? That's it? And then when I looked at how much was left, I'm like, oh, there's still another 50 minutes of this movie left, maybe 55 minutes or so. And it turns out that this movie is basically kind of like its own parody of the play Noises Off, which, if you haven't heard of that, it's basically a play within a play where you get to see a group of people rehearsing a play. Like, that's basically the show, and you get to see them rehearse it, and then you get the audience perspective, so you get to see what the play looks like from the front, and then you actually get the backstage perspective, so you see people like falling down, you see people hitting other people by accident, they're hanging them the wrong things, and you can tell they're hanging them the wrong things because they're struggling to get everything done backstage. And it's a very funny comedy, and when I saw the play, I laughed so hard. They played it at my high school a couple years ago, and this movie kind of does that, kind of plays with that. This movie plays with that aspect a lot in this movie, because if you think about it, the first 40 minutes of this movie is the actual film itself. Like, there are some cuts that go on for quite a bit of time, and then you see later on why. And then the next 15 or 20 minutes or so is them working on making the movie, like what they're planning to do. And then the final 40 minutes is the entire short film again, but it's from the crew's perspective. And like, you see that one person will drop the camera, and then you'll notice, okay, that's the same shot that you saw in the film, but it will be like, you're wondering, okay, why didn't he pick it up yet? And you're wondering, okay, the camera's still there because, okay, the guy didn't pick it up in time, and now he finally got it. And it was very funny. I really bought the comedy in this movie. And here's the thing, it didn't start out very funny. It actually started out very serious. And I'm like, this is a comedy, right? Because it says, the best comedy since Shaun of the Dead. And I was like, okay, let's see how funny this could be. And it did get funnier, I'll say, because it's not really the first 40 minutes of the movie that's funny. It's actually the final 40 minutes that are funny. And trust me, it's worth the wait. And some people might get put off by the fact that, okay, this is like, once you see like the end credits for the film go up, you're like, it's over already? Trust me, it's not. It's not over. There's still more. You're going to see it again, and that's when it gets funny. And I do think it was highly worth the wait. This is a short film that I think does it very well. And there's like, whenever you see the crew's perspective, you're wondering like, oh my God, like, they're tired, and they're struggling to get things done despite having prepared a couple of months for this. They prepared a long time. But the fact they keep on messing up, and they keep on like dropping things, or someone will actually fall down like off the roof of a building, and then they'll be like, oh my God, and then they have to keep on going with the shot. It will go on for longer than you think it's supposed to, and then when they finally get it together, they will turn the camera back, and it's like, okay, now we get that. So this movie, it's funny. It's definitely worth it. There's not really too much I can say about it, because I don't want to spoil anything big for you guys, because I don't want to spoil the humor or anything going on with the film itself. And this is definitely worth a watch, and I highly recommend that anybody see it. Granted, I don't think the movie's that perfect. I would say the only major issue with it is that on first viewing, you will be off put a little bit by the fact that the actual film is over within the first 40 minutes, because that's how long the film is. And then after that, you get their daily lives, and how they made the film and what they're working on, like before they start shooting, like, okay, this is what we're gonna do and this is where we're going, and then the final 40 minutes is when it gets funny, and then you get the actual comedy aspect of this movie. So I do highly recommend anybody check this out. You can find it. You can probably get a copy of it on eBay or something, or you can check it out on any streaming service. I don't know where it's available, but I think it is available on Shudder because does say it's a Shudder exclusive. But guys, highly recommend you see this. I'm gonna give One Cut of the Dead an A. Yeah, this is good. It's a good short film. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Look forward to some more upcoming reviews I will have for you very soon. And so guys, please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I will see you guys.